Hello viewers, welcome to Hebrew class for beginners. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel, like and share to help a friend enjoy too. Stay tuned for more upcoming videos with our tutor Dan Goldstein. You can learn Hebrew to pursue your passion of traveling or living in Israel, to secure scholarship in United States, as they recommend Hebrew speakers for government-related careers. You can also take this challenge to enable positive mind growth, to succeed in business and technology, to read Hebrew, Bible, and literature with ease. All this at your own pace. We usually post the videos in a regular basis in Tutor Dan Goldstein-USA YouTube channel. Learn Hebrew for your personal and community benefits with a real tutor, teaching a real audience virtually. Welcome to today's class. Thanks for watching.
So, breastplate. We call it a breastplate because it goes over the chest, and it was inlaid with precious stones. And they say that when the priest would ask God for direction, different stones would light up in a different orders. The stones would light up, and it would be a way that God could communicate with the high priest through these stones lighting up. And he also had all sorts of special garments, and all of them have Hebrew names. And the Bible goes into great detail about the vestments or the garments of the high priest. And someday we can learn all the names of those garments. But the fascinating etymological story or word story is the relationship between the Hebrew word for priest, which is Kohen, and the Swahili word, which is Kuhani. So we obviously see the similarities in the words, the pronunciations, the letters, the kaf and the k and the hey and the h, and the nun and the n. So they obviously both come down from either the Arabic, probably from the Hebrew to the Arabic to the Swahili. And we're going to focus on those words. I have a list of probably 15, 20 at this point. But I'll share with you the idea of the lesson today is to understand a little bit better what we do with these Hebrew roots. Mostly we change the vowels around. And often we also add prefixes, letters that go before the root, or suffixes, letters that go after the root, and sometimes infixes, which are letters we add in between letters of the root. And with all of these manipulations, we come up with various meanings still related to the root meaning in most instances. Sometimes the meaning is quite distant and you have to sort of stretch your imagination, but generally speaking, there's always a relationship between these manipulations of the root and the original root itself. So I just gave a couple of brief examples, which we can use also as reading practice. The word for priest, of course, is Kohen. Joseph, do you want to pronounce the next word?
Yes. Kahan.
Kahan, right. So we've changed a noun into a verb. We've changed a noun, a person, place, thing word, in this case, a person, the priest, into a verb, an action word, kahan, and it means to minister. Gideon, can you understand from the English to minister what the relationship would be to priest. In other words, what is the relationship between the meaning of to minister? Are you familiar with that word, Gideon? Are you with us? Is Gideon with us?
Yes.
Did we lose him? Oh, okay. Oh, it's me. Gideon's audio is off for whatever reason. Maybe he's in a busy area. What is your understanding of the relationship, Joseph, between two? Oh, Gideon, you're back. Are you able to respond, or are you in a busy area where it's difficult to respond?
I think the priest is the one who is responsible in ministering a congregation.
Right.
Yes.
That's the idea. Welcome, Margaret. Nice to have you. Thank you for joining. The next, thank you. The next word based on the root is the word kahuna. Forgive me, I don't have a space in between. There's something going on with my keyboard also, which is giving me a problem. But the word kahuna means priesthood. And we see the relationship even more clearly between kuhani and kahuna. But priesthood means the group of priests, the order of priests, kahuna. So we see in this case that we've maintained the kaf hey nun, but we've added a hey at the end, and we've created a feminine noun actually, kahuna, which means priesthood. And I don't know if Margaret, if you had a chance to see, this is a picture of the high priest that would serve the Jews when they were in the desert, and also when they had their temple in Jerusalem, when we had our temple in Jerusalem.
Okay, I saw it.
Okay. And I was explaining that the high priest wore a special breastplate around his neck, and the breastplate had precious stones. And when the priest would ask God a question or ask...
It has a what?
A what? It has a what? I didn't get that.
She was asking about the precious stones.
It has a what on the chest?
Oh,
the precious,
okay.
the stones.
Okay, these stones on the breastplate were precious stones. There would be an onyx, and there would be a sapphire, and there would be a ruby, and there would be a lapis lazuli, all sorts of beautiful stones that were inlaid into this breastplate. And when the priest needed direction from God, God would communicate to the priest by lighting up the different stones. And the priest knew how to interpret the lighting up of the stones and to decipher that message from the Almighty. And the first instance of the word Kohen comes to us in Genesis, actually Genesis chapter 14, verse 18. I didn't put the reference here, forgive me. But the first reference to a priest is in relationship to Melchizedek. And maybe we can recall, after we read the verse, a little bit about the story of Abraham and Melchizedek. But Gideon, would you like to try some reading today?
Yeah.
Okay.
For Malek,
So let's break it into syllables.
Umalek.
And then the next syllable is closed by the shva. So the next syllable is mem lamed, a closed syllable closed by the shva. Joseph, do you want to give Gideon a hand? Is it difficult to read? Is it very small? Repeat after me. Ooh,
Ooh.
ooh. Where are you guys? Are you still with me? Good, Margaret. Have I lost the audio on Joseph and Gideon? I wonder.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Joseph, are you with us?
Two.
Okay. Mal.
Ma.
Right. Ki.
Ki.
U. Mal. Ki.
U. Umar. Ki.
There you go.
Ki.
Right. Okay.
So Umar Ki today. Today ku.
Good. Sedek. There's no vowel at the end of the word. It ends with the
So
kuf
today.
sound. Sedek. And we have a rule about segols. Segols, if there are two segols in a row, the first segol takes the accent. So sedek.
Today.
Mere.
There you go. Good.
Mere.
Let's continue with the next word and let's break it into its syllables.
Mere.
Umar.
Mere.
Melecha.
What is the first letter?
Me.
Me.
Le.
Re.
Melech. King.
How many syllables in this word?
3.
How is that? How is that, Joseph? 3.
2.
The only time a shva would be pronounced is at the beginning of the word. Otherwise, the shva is closing the syllable. So it's an open syllable and a closed syllable.
Yes. Melech.
There you go. Good. Next word, kindly. Gideon, why don't you take the lead? I want to make sure you
Shalem.
grasp.
Gideon has left.
Oh, okay.
Sharem.
Shalem, well done.
Has joined again.
Next. Okay. Next word.
Hotsi. Hotsi.
Very good. Hotsi. Next.
Lechem.
Again, use your rule about two segos following one another.
Lechem.
Nice. Margaret, you want to try lechem?
Lehem.
Good. Next word.
Veyayin.
Very good. V'yayin. That means and
V'yayin.
wine. V'yayin.
V'yayin.
Actually, the X. Right. V'yayin.
Ve'ayil.
Good. Next word on the next line.
Vehu.
Vihu. Good.
Kohen.
Next. Kohen. Very nice.
Leel.
Le'el. Well done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Elyon.
Very nice. You want to try, Margaret?
Eriyan.
Nice. Very nice. Elyon.
Elion.
Nice. Very good, Gideon. Gideon, why
Today
don't you try? I'm sorry. Sorry.
today I'm experiencing some issues with my network.
I see. I can
Yeah.
relate. I'm also going through I'm going through it. Umalki Tzedek, Melech Shalem, Umalki Tzedek, Melech Shalem, Hotzi Lechem v'Yayin, V'hu Kohen Le'el Elyon. And Malki Tzedek, king of Shalem, we're not going to pronounce it Salem because it's pronounced Shalem. And Melki Tzedek, king of Shalem, brought forth bread and wine, and he was priest of God the Most High. And I'm not sure whose rendering this is, but I guess the king Malki Tzedek is over here in the white robe, and I believe this would be Abraham bowing to him. And they had a very good relationship. And there's something we learn about the character of Malki Tzedek from his name. I don't know if Joseph or Gideon, or do you recall that we've studied the root Sadi Daled Kuf? Do you recall that we've
Yes.
studied that root? Do you recall the meaning?
Melech.
No, Tzedek, the root Sadi Daled Kuf, Tzedek, Sadak, like Tzedakah.
Yes. Sadaka.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sedaka.
It has the meaning of righteousness. So, and we know that we see the root in Malki, we see the root Mem Lamed Kaf, Melech. So the name Malki Tzedek means king of righteousness. So we know that the this king was a righteous man. We know it from his name.
Yeshua.
And that's something that we can do with our knowledge of Hebrew roots as well. I believe that was the only verse I brought down, but we can just quickly review the vocabulary. And I can certainly share this with you or share it on the WhatsApp group, but Melech, we know, means king. Margaret, do you want to try reading some of these words down here?
Can we relate Melchizedek with Yeshua?
I say that again, Joseph.
Can we relate Melchizedek with Yeshua?
The tradition is that Jesus comes from the line of Melchizedek.
Yes.
Margaret, would you like to try reading a few words?
Merek.
Melech.
Merek.
Melech. You get it right? Melech. How about the next one? Very good. How about the next one?
Lehem.
And good.
Yayin.
And when we have two segals in a row, we give the accent to the first segol. So it's lechem.
Lachem.
Right.
Lehem.
Right. Lechem. And the last word, Margaret?
Ayin.
Yayin.
Close. You need to pronounce. There you go.
Yayin.
Yayin. And actually,
Wine.
This is another instance of the accent going at the beginning of the word yayin. And actually, we can extend our practice, assuming that my keyboard works. I had something fun that we could do together. I'm not sure if my keyboard's cooperating. That's the only problem. But I think I have it at least set up for a little bit of an exercise. Bear with me. I'm going to bring something up for us. This isn't the one I wanted, honestly. But that's the one I'm finding, so let's go with it. Here we are. Let's think about our prepositions a little bit again, because these are the prefixes that are going to come up over and over attached to our roots. And as we become more familiar with the prefixes, we can get more with understanding. So Margaret, would you lead us in the meanings of these prepositions? La.
La.
Right. What does it mean?
The.
Right. To the. The next one.
Ba.
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 And it means.
In the or with the. With the.
Right. Very good. Next one.
K.
K. Good. And that means?
Like a.
Right. How about the next one? Margaret, you still there?
Yes.
Okay, the next one is ha, and it means the. And the next one, please. Anybody?
They.
They and.
The. And. And usually the typical vowels for, let's see if my keyboard works. I had so much fun earlier. I figured out how to type vowels on the keyboard, but now nothing is cooperating. Ah, there you go.
We
And
don't
also
have that.
sometimes. Sorry.
I have never seen that letter in the alphabet. This one.
Me.
That's what.
That's the mem.
No.
No?
The one which is on top of them.
Oh.
The one which look like one. This one. Yeah.
It's a vowel.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's very confusing because normally we're used to seeing a little roof on the top of the valve, like you call it a walking stick, and you're used to seeing the handle of the walking stick. But in this case, the font only gives a straight line. So I agree, it's confusing, Margaret. But this is supposed to be a vav.
Vav.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a vav, but I totally get the confusion because we're used to seeing it with a handle on top. And let's just take a look at that real carefully. Yeah, right. So you're used to the vav looking like this. But in some Hebrew typefaces, they shorten it, and it's just shortened to a straight line. So it's something you get used to after a while. You see these things over and over. Anyway, let's test our knowledge of the prepositions with the word lechem. We just learned We just learned the word lechem, bread, as part of our verse that talked about Melchizedek giving bread and wine to Abraham. So we have the word lechem, which means bread. How would we say from the bread? From bread.
Melechem.
Melechem.
Nice. And most likely the pronunciation is melechem.
Melechem.
Nice. How would we
Milachem.
say? Nice. How would we say and bread?
Bilachem.
Vilechem.
Right. Very good. Vilechem. Very nice. How would we say the bread?
Halechem.
Halechem.
Nice. Halechem. How would we say like bread?
Luchem. Luhe.
Ke-
Like bread.
Lechem.
Let's slow it down. Ke.
Mechem.
Right. Ke. Okay. Kilechem. Very good.
Kilechem.
How about in the,
Kilechem.
there you go. Good. How about in the bread?
Balechem.
Very nice. Balechem. Well done. So that's just a little bit of review. We'll always touch base on these prepositions, but it expands our ability to make heads and tails of the Hebrew words. Let us.
Lalechem.
Oh yeah, lalechem, to the bread. There you go.
Yeah.
Ani halachti lalechem. I walked to the bread. I don't know how to what yeah. We had to come up with something. All right. Let me gear some reading exercises to Margaret, if I may. We're going to bring up the red level, since that's Margaret's favorite level. And we may even graduate to orange tonight. But let's warm up Margaret with something that'll be comfortable. Since we've been, oh, thank you very much. I appreciate your reminding me when I forget. Let's warm up with line 3 kindly. Margaret.
There.
Good.
There.
Nice.
Hey.
Good.
There.
Good.
Yeah.
Continue.
There.
Well done.
There.
Good.
Ah.
The olive. Yeah, there you go.
Eh.
Well done.
Za.
Nice.
Za.
Good.
Ze.
Good.
Ze.
Well done. All right, now let's make things a little harder. Line 11 kindly.
Haza.
Well done. Chaza. Next.
Haze.
Very good.
Haze.
Chaza.
Haze.
Very nice. Baza. Well done, Margaret. Your audio is fading out almost to nothing. I'm sorry.
Haze.
All right. Haza. Good. Next.
Baze.
Very good. Well done. One more.
Baze. Ba.
Very.
Haze.
That's your vet. I mean your vav.
Wow.
Ba. Bave.
Well done.
Very,
Bava. Let's keep going. This will be the last bit, and we can greet each other a little. And this one will give you practice, Margaret, in starting with the shva. The only time, again, let me repeat the rule for all of us. The only time we would vocalize a shva is at the beginning of a word. Otherwise, it serves as a stop sign. It closes a syllable for us, okay?
Yes.
Okay. Margaret, give line 8 a try, and we'll help as needed.
Be.
Good. Bechad. Once more, bechad.
Behad.
Nice. Next.
Ve. Ve.
Mm-hmm. Let's just work on the second syllable. How do you pronounce the aleph tet?
Aleph. Ah.
Uh-huh. Av, right? Av. Do you see that? The aleph is silent, and we just pronounce the vowel, and then we have to add the vet at the end. Av. That means father. Can you repeat after me? Av.
Ab.
Now let's put it all together. Good. The av. Next.
Behad. Behad.
The chav. Next. Now this, break it down into syllables. What's the first syllable, Margaret? We'll have to work on this concept of syllables a little bit more. Just go ahead and pronounce it. You're doing very well.
Ze. Zayin. Heze.
Okay, Gideon, would you like to give us a hand?
Yeah.
Okay.
They had day.
I think we're getting, the Dalit and the Zayin look somewhat similar.
Oh, they are they. They are
Very
they.
good. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Behad.
Right.
They are they.
Not Zay, it's an S sound. Segol Vehazeh.
Yeah, they are they.
Behaze.
Nice.
Yeah. They had day. They had.
Behad.
They had.
Behad.
Good. And the last one?
The hug.
Nice.
The
Very
hug.
nice. The hug. I think we've done that line before, but it's a good one. It's a good one to review. Probably in the next couple of lessons, we'll be going on to another worksheet with some other challenges, but that's good work.